.38 special versus 9mm and short barrels. And what I have today is Winchester Silvertip. Interesting old school design. Very cool. And what I actually have today, not quite fair. 110 grain 38 special versus 147 grain 9mm. Both of these are standard pressure. That 38 special is the only option currently available in Silvertip for 38 special. The 9mm, there's two options. There's 115 grain and 147 grain, but I was not able to find any 115 grain. However, on that subject, I would say something like a 110 grain standard pressure. In the past, the only bullets I could ever get to expand with 38 special standard pressure was 110 grain. So that's what I would choose personally. And between the 115 grain and 147 grain 9mm, that's kind of a toss up because, you know, the 115 is a little bit lighter, but 147, once you go up to 147 grain and 9mm, there's not a lot of case capacity. So the gunpowder actually in the case is a lot less than typical, which actually makes a really efficient low recoil short barrel load. So you probably would not get much velocity increase on a longer barrel than that G2C. So I would say these are both good short barreled choices. So we're gonna go through the chronograph, see what kind of velocity and accuracy we get at the same time. And then as always, we're gonna go through the Juggernaut box, which contains a 1 3/4 inch pack of bologna to simulate like a pectoral muscle, covered by 4 layers of denim, followed by 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard. Kind of simulates ribs or sternum, and into water jugs to catch these bullets. And how this normally compares to ballistic shells out the back of jug 3 is about 15 inches comparison to other tests. Out the back of jug 4 is about 18 inches. So let's get started with the test and see what we get between the 38 special and 9mm standard pressure Silvertip ammunition. Let's get started. All right, we're about 4 yards from the chronograph, about 5 yards from the target. Start up with the 9mm and see what we get for velocity and accuracy. .946, 968, 948, 939, 965. Really decent point of aim and accuracy. Consistency of the velocity is great. Just like I was suspecting, when you get a smaller case capacity, it always equals out a little bit to being really consistent. Now let's see how the 38 special compares. 38 special, 110 grain standard pressure. We'll see what we get. .906, 878, 880, 890, 893, and this is actually quite consistent for being such a light bullet. So whatever powder they're using, they did the right job. Very accurate round, very consistent. I really like that. Recoil was low, but we still had decent velocity. So let's hit the ballistic box and see how they compare to each other. 9mm Silvertip, 147 grain. We'll see what we get here through the ballistic box. All right, a lot of splashback. That's usually a good indication of power. All right, through the fiberboard. Excellent damage here. Looks like it's a little bit larger than diameter hole. And what we have through the bologna pack is pretty cool. Kind of looks like a wad cutter. It just took a lot of that meat right out of the center here. So let's see what we got in water jugs. All right, first jug, it blew the side out. This is typical for 9mm plus P, so it's doing really well for impact energy here. Jug 2. Looks like we drifted just a little bit to the right through the exit out jug 2. Impact on jug 3. We have a hole out the back of jug 3, just a tiny impact in jug 4, indicating between 15 and 16 inches of ballistic shell penetration. Bullet appears to be in jug 3. And what we got is really decent expansion and performance here. This is like an old classic hollow point that you like to see. Just looks really, really nice. So did pretty well for being a 147 grain. Now let's see how the 38 special compares. All right, 38 special, 110 grain. Silvertip, we'll see how this does. I expect a little less penetration, so We'll see what we get. All right, first jug has a lot of damage here. All right, what we have through the fiberboard, I kind of expected this. A lot larger than diameter hole. That hollow cavity was quite large, so it's going to expand a little bit quicker. And we see that through the baloney pack. There's more damage in the baloney pack and a larger expanded fiberboard. So that's pretty much going to tell you it's not going to penetrate very far into water jugs, but we'll see what we got. All right, first jug, it dumped a lot of energy. There's fiberboard in here. Almost as good as the 9mm damage, not quite. Jug 2. And there's a little bit of a dent out jug 2, as I expected, in jug 2. So we're looking at about 12 inches equivalent to ballistics gel penetration in this test medium. So we'll see what we got here. This is an interesting bolt design. We got jacket separation, but what we have is we have kind of a concave base bullet, and the jacket itself does not cover the base. So it's like a full metal jacket rather than a total metal jacket that we sometimes see on hollow points, at least on the base area. And what we have is really good expansion. So I would say these rounds both did really, really well. The takeaway that I'm remembering right now is the accuracy was incredible. The accuracy of that 38 Special was incredible. Not only was it incredible, it was so easy to shoot. There was almost no recoil, zero recoil almost. It felt less than most 38 Special rounds. The 9mm had average, maybe a little less than average recoil. Still very, very low recoil. Still very accurate in that pistol. Did very well in the ballistic box. So I would say both these rounds are excellent choices. I would carry either of these without hesitation. Typically I carry a little bit heavier 38 Special, but there would be nothing wrong with this, especially for a home defense load, because this is probably a softer lead with the 38 Special. It probably is with both of these. So excellent home defense round. Probably won't penetrate through hard barriers very well, but we see from this test that it will perform adequately for self-defense. So that's what you get today between 38 Special 9mm and the Winchester Silvertip ammunition. So as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.